Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Yee had the jet, so we're going to close it out. So instead of doing Ask Yee, we're going to talk about Fat Joe, Little Mo, Remy Ma, and that whole situation. So, during Verzuz, Fat Joe got a little out of character. I mean, it was a battle. He called them, these women dusty bitches and said that he got them out the crack house.
You had to bring Remy to save you. This is pathetic.
You got all the mother dusty back there, John.
Let's go. Hold on.
All right, so he apologized. He apologized to their face at the venue, and then he put up a tweet as soon as he left and said he apologized. That wasn't his intention. He was sorry. He was caught up in the battle. So we're asking, after you apologize, because Little Mo was still affected. Little Mo still hurt. She still wanted another apology.
And she has every right to be. I mean, she has every right to be hurt. You can't tell her, like she said, you can't tell her how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Because she's got her own triggers. She's got her own traumas. You know, she's healing at her own pace. She battled with addiction at one point, so that might have hit her in a different way. Right. So I get it.
800-585-1051. So we're asking, what do you do after an apology? What else can Joey Crack do, right?
Well, the best apology is always change behavior, right? But I think Fat Joe has showed well a long time ago over the years that, you know, he's not the same guy from the 90s. No, okay? And that's why I want to even make this bigger than Fat Joe a little more. It stems from that situation, but it's bigger than that because we live in a society where folks apologize a lot because, you know, people, it's easy to offend nowadays, especially with social media. So many things that get taken out of context. You know, you might say something in the moment you didn't mean to say, your intention wasn't to hurt, you might hurt. But after you apologize, and I'm a stern believer that the same way I hurt you is the same way I have to apologize. So if I got on this radio and I said something that offended somebody, I'm going to get on this radio and I'm going to apologize to the person. Same way I think Joe should have apologized on stage at Verzuz. But other than that, after I apologize, what is there to do?
Well, you know what? And you talk about change behavior, and Joe has changed tremendously from who he was back in the day.
They used to throw people in vans.
Me and Joe did not get along. I mean, I hated Joe, and he changed, and now Joe is like one of my closest people when it comes to this industry and friends who calls on me, checks up on me. We go to dinner.
He's a great guy.
Joe is a great guy, so I know it's a changed behavior. And Little Mo is a people's too. But I will say, for somebody like myself who always says the wrong thing sometime when I get out of character. That is me. Like, if sometimes I get so mad, I will say things to hurt somebody. And sometimes I take it too far. And I have to apologize. That doesn't mean that I mean it and mind it. I just got out of character sometimes, or I went too far. It happens to the best of us.
That's right.
I do it all the time.
And when you the question is after you apologize, right? I think the best apology is change behavior after you apologize. But after you apologize, what is there to do?
Nothing.
Like that's all I want to know. What is there to do?
I think nothing. He changed. Like, he apologized to the person's face, which is honorable. Then he apologized on social media. Then he went on his live and apologized again. Like, at this point, what else? Do you want blood?
Don't know.
Like,
that's what I be wanting to know. Like, what do you want from people? Do you want blood? Do you want them to have to cut their arm off? Like, what do you want from people? That's what I be wanting to know.
Hello, who's this?
Bernard.
Leonard.
Yep.
There's only one Leonard, sir. What's your name?
Bernard.
Bernard.
Oh, Bernard.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you,
Are you
Bernard?
a ma'am or sir?
I'm a man.
Okay.
Okay. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, my thoughts, like I said, I've had this.
Wait a minute. Time out. Real quick, Bernard. Envy said, are you a man or a sir?
That's it, man, sir.
Oh. I'm a man.
I meant a man or a woman.
This guy. What?
Sometimes you say stuff and you just don't even think
you
about
literally just said that you just say things and don't know what you be saying. And I just called it like a man or a sir. Okay, continue, sir.
I apologize. Go ahead, ma'am, sir.
Like I said, I've had it to happen to me before. And, you know, I just didn't forgive that person. I'm sorry. I'm tongue-tied today.
It's all good. Me too.
But, yeah, I just didn't forgive that person for what they did.
Damn. So you don't think you'll ever forgive them?
No.
Damn. Hey, I can't tell you how to feel.
No, I get it, because there's some people that I will forgive with things and some people I'm just not. You know, that's just what it is. But if they, you know, that apology is something different. Hello, who's this?
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's really nothing much you can do after apology. You can do a nice gesture, that's it. But I do want to make this clear, and I've seen it. I don't know if everybody was paying attention, but Joe was clearly talking to Vita. Vita's the only one that looked like a Vita on that stage. I'm sorry. She looked crazy.
Well, it don't.
He wasn't talking to Mo.
You might be right, but it's still foul.
Yeah, it don't matter who he was talking to. And by the way, if you're somebody like Little Mo who's battled with addiction, that's gonna hit you a different way when you hear that.
Absolutely.
You don't know who he talking about.
Absolutely. Well, 800-585-1051. What does Joe do at that point? Should Joe go to the store and buy them both Birkins?
You know what? Yes.
No.
I see how you get down, Joe. I want a Birkin too.
You want a Birkin
All right,
too?
if I'm Mo, I want me a Birkin too. Yes, I do. Okay.
800. I'm with you. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Trina Jones. Oh my gosh, I am so excited that I am on the Breakfast Club. I used to watch y'all on y'all website on the weekends, and I am the biggest Ja Rule fan. But my opinion on this situation is really, if you disrespect somebody, you have to apologize the same way that you disrespected them. That's the first thing. And I think that's what I didn't feel Joe did. The second thing is, to me, based on Vita's post, and that's Vita with a T, Joe, she didn't even know why he was apologizing. So it looked like he was just like, oh, my bad, real quick. But he didn't actually let them know, like, the severity of what he said. So once they leave, they realize, oh, you calling me Dusties and crackheads? You didn't apologize to that extent. That's, like, really violation.
And you ain't buy me a Birkin.
Yo, stop the Birkin stuff.
And you ain't buy me a Birkin calling me Dusties. And then where he messed up at is he knew Lil Mo was back there. So if you know Lil Mo is back there, who you referring to as a crackhead and a Dusty?
Well, so you know what? They were battling. They were going back and forth. They were getting disgusting and nasty. And sometimes you ever get in an argument and you go too far and you be like, damn, I shouldn't have done that.
I definitely take it too far, but like, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to nobody else. Them people is not out here.
Nah,
So
you're right.
Casualties.
He messed up. He messed up. He shouldn't have did it. But I mean, we all do it sometimes. And the thing is after the show, he can't go back on that platform and apologize. So he apologized on his social. He apologized on his live.
He definitely
and he apologized to their face. Like, he can't go back on that platform.
And
Live, he was kind of yelling a little bit.
Fat Joe, he's a yeller. And by the way, you can't, like Mo said, you can't tell Mo, what she should and shouldn't be offended by. But like we keep saying, after you apologize, what is there to do?
Correct.
Other than buy me a Birkin.
No, stop it with the
Joe,
Birkin talk,
you buying Birkin, Joe.
Hello, who's this?
My name's CJ.
Hey, CJ, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, brother. What's your thoughts?
Man, honestly, I feel like Joe was man enough to come out and, admit his wrongs, apologize to both the women, and to kind of just tie it over a little bit, let the media have their bit on it for a moment, and then, potentially just, like, put out a remix to something, or even just a new cut in general.
I don't know if Vita's still doing music.
Well, I mean, Joe?
And they might not want Joe on there. They might not want Joe on their project. So
I want a Birkin.
You're a bird,
if
man.
I'm Vita or Lil Mo, I want a Birkin.
Chantel, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Breakfast Club.
So what do you think Joe should do at this point? Fat Joe should do?
I mean, he got it right. He's wrong. You humiliated these ladies. You need to apologize sincerely, correctly, and drop the bag. Where they Birkin at?
That's all I'm saying. That's it, yo.
Where they Birkins at for apologizing?
Word up, Joe. Joe, you set the bar high. Joe, you set the bar high.
A Birkin, though?
That bar is all the way up.
Yes.
10,000 a bag?
Yes.
And right now they sold out, so 20,000 a bag?
Hey.
That's 40,000 for two?
Hey.
They need more.
That's
They
right.
need 2 of them.
2 each?
Yeah, 2 each.
You stop
No.
it now.
I mean,
No.
not 2 each.
No.
Not 2 each. Not 2 each. Not 2 each. Not 2
They
each.
need one for being dusty, and they need one for being in the front house.
Goodbye, Chantel. Goodbye.
Holy shit.
I hate y'all. What's the moral of the story, man?
The moral of the story is apology. When it comes to apologizing, the best apology is always change behavior. Salute to Fat Joe. Salute to Lil Mo. Salute to Vita. I'm sending them all healing energy. We know Joe's not a bad guy.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you know that. And also with Little Mo, yes, you got to respect Little Mo's feelings because she got her own traumas and she got her own things she's dealing with. And when she's ready to accept the apology, she will. But the rest of y'all stop dragging it because y'all ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really the problem, right? These things are done publicly.
Correct.
So everybody weighs in with their opinion.
Right.
The only people's opinion who really matters in this situation is Vita and Lil Mo.
Correct.
You know, and once they accept it and move on, everybody else got to accept it and move on too.
Now let me ask you.
Yes,
If
they
we
should
don't
get
do a
Birkins.
What about Michael Kors?
No, Birkins.
Coach?
Birkins. Don't do no Birkins. Don't do me.
Tory Burke?
Don't do them like that. Birkins.
Gucci.
Birkins. I saw what you gave Ashanti and Remy. I don't want no constellation prize. I want that same first place prize of that Birkin bag, okay?
Jeez. All right.